games like Skyrim that kind of had universal acclaim, but this did not! This was just fucking hype. Yeah, exactly, you're buying into a joke. Silly. We have no honesty in game reviews anymore. Yeah, because people pander because you don't give them any other fucking choice. If you don't pander to their likes, they get upset. Yeah, I would agree. It does quit being a joke when you start to sell it. Whatever. It makes no difference. It's like, we didn't lose any subscribers over it. All people did was fucking argue on a forum. The video has, what, bazillion views already. How many views does it actually have? I'm really curious. So it was a success for the channel. It was an honest piece. There's very little, I feel, that you can actually argue against with that. What's it up to? Yeah, 275,000 views. It has the most dislikes of any video I've done probably in the last 2 years. And ultimately, that means nothing. Because nobody left over it. Nothing actually happened. And as far as I'm concerned, everything I said in that video is 100% honest. And I didn't go in hoping to hate it. But the fact of the matter is, when I started the video, I already knew what my opinion was, obviously. And my opinion is, well, is this it? That's Jesus. Fucking hell. Internet annoys me sometimes, if you hadn't already guessed. This is not looking good. That's a combat drone and double weapons. This seems like it was a pretty poor idea. Because the combat drone's going to knock the shields down, and we don't actually have anyone on shields right now. I'm tempted to take Dodger off there and put her on shields for recharge purposes for this. This could definitely hurt pretty badly. If I can just keep their main weapons down, then that's fine, but I don't know if I have enough damage to do that. This is going to suck. Alright, that's the main weapons gone. Our shields will hold the drone, but that's about it, as long as we keep the weapons offline. We took some damage, but I guess it's not terrible. Should be alright from here on in, hopefully. Yeah, the beam just obliterates it. Oh, interesting. Yeah, absolutely. A stun bomb. I have no idea what that does. Ignores shields, drains, and locks systems. So it's basically an ion bomb of sorts? Teleporting bomb. Okay, so that's pretty cool. And it uses missiles too, which I actually have quite a lot of. Great. So we will put a power bar in that, and we'll upgrade weapons control so we can have both online. Nice. Let's go fix that up. Not too bad. You've done another number of crossover videos with other YouTubers. How many hoops are involved? Something like that. Define crossover videos. Like, in what? Because, I mean, all you need to do to do a collab is just ask them to do a collab, but collabs are really awkward because you often have sound problems with it. Like, the sound quality is never as good. Like, even if you notice the Krendor video I did when he wasn't in the room with me, it was a lot... It was I would say that it was a lot worse, audio quality-wise. Because you're combining two different recording setups together, and you're going to be combining the ambient noise of both, you know? So that becomes a real problem. And I don't have a working noise gate, so it's hard to avoid that. So you're always going to get worse quality there, and if you're trading footage and things like that, that takes a lot of time. It's just kind of a pain in the arse, really. There's obvious benefits to it, but with a channel of my size, more often than not, it's more beneficial to the other guy, which I'm fine with, but it really comes up to... It really comes down to, like, the value that they can add to the video. Alright, we might get a crew member out of this. Okay, so we have a stun bomb. I guess we find out what this thing does now. So it's kind of an ion weapon. I wish I'd upgraded my sensors so I could actually see where they are. I guess I could just hit the pilot. They're always guaranteed to be in there. Well, that's the beam offline. That's not good. Vent that immediately. Hit the weapons. And stun bomb on the pilot. So yeah, it is a teleporting bomb. Okay, cool. So yeah, it's an ion bomb that also stuns the person in the room. Okay, that's pretty useful. I can definitely see that being valuable. And we are taking heavy hits here. Shields are offline, which is not good. I think we can beam the stun bomb onto the ship to take the shield. Oh, that missed. Okay, lovely. Oh, we have... Oh, crap. I opened it to the vacuum of space without realizing. That was not a particularly smart thing to do, was it? Not really. I think we do need that back online, though. Try and spread the oxygen out again. Shields are almost back up. Stun bomb on the pilot again. That'll slow them down. Shields back online. Get back to weapons. Okay, we should be good from here. I think we do need to hit the FTL once more, though. It's charging now, so... I don't want to use another bomb. We've already used enough, I think. Cool. Didn't get offered a slaver, which is unfortunate. I would have liked them to bribe me with a crew member. I could have certainly used one, but... never mind. Yeah, I don't like the tone. That's bothersome to me, you know? Tone doesn't mean anything. As far as I'm concerned. I snark a lot. People know that. The tone does not mean, oh, I fucking hate you. Like, no. It doesn't mean that. I want to be snarky about it. The reason I am snarky about a game like, say, Goat Simulator is, like, the ludicrous amount of hype behind it. And it's weird because, like, oh, okay, so the game is a joke, but you can't make jokes at the expense of the joke. Really? That's how it's gonna be? Huh. Bit weird. Yeah, I just... Tone in particular is a weird thing to me. Because I think that you can interpret tone in many different ways. And as a result, it's pretty difficult to then kind of blame the person who said it when you can interpret something in a way that it was never intended to be. You know, if I wanted to call people stupid for buying Goat Simulator, I'd just call them stupid for buying Goat Simulator. It saves a lot of time and hassle overall. And I don't want to call people stupid for that because, no, it's, you know, if a lot of people had fun with it, that's great, but I didn't, and I had loads of reasons. Like, it's not like I just went into it saying, oh, this is dumb. It's like, no, here's 17 minutes of reasons why I think that this does not accomplish its objective. Would I be willing to be a guest on Dismal Jesters? Probably, yes. It's funny you should mention that, actually. Because I actually did contact Jim about doing some more collab work, because apparently you guys really like the two of us kind of doing work together. So I absolutely would love to do that. So I contacted him and he's interested. So let's go to the rock-controlled sector. Why not? So yeah, we will absolutely do a little bit more together. I'm considering doing a second podcast, actually. Maybe something a bit shorter, or some kind of debate format. I would love to do that. I would definitely like to do a more serious gaming podcast that doesn't kind of have the derails and is kind of very issue-focused. I would like to do that. I think that would be pretty cool. We need to find a store and repair the ship, because holy shit, we're falling to pieces. Okay. Well, guess we're gonna get shot at again. We can use the stun bomb to knock the shields out before firing, maybe? The stun bomb has a little bit more charge required. Let's turn that off and get a better charge on the laser. Yeah, so I don't really like the hypocrisy about that. Ah, that's the fucking stun bomb. I'm like, well, I guess we're just shooting them then. I'm gonna eat another missile in the process. We might actually die here. At least the weapons are probably online again. Yeah, they have burst lasers. It's pretty bad. Yeah, I just like the hypocrisy. It's like, hey, you know, we don't feel you're being respectful to the viewers, like, and then it's just hugely disrespectful to me, as if that somehow unlocks it. I think this is something I've found online, by the way, is that people pretend to be good people, but they are just itching for an opportunity to, like, unleash all the fucking bad feelings they have inside them. And they just want to do that. And they will do it in the scenario where they think they can get away with it and still maintain the moral high ground. Which is usually when someone has kind of been condemned as a bad person, they will unleash, like, stuff that's often far worse. Like, they'll just be horrible, horrible people. And they'll feel cool about it because they feel that guy deserves it, you know? It's like, that doesn't make you a moral person. That just makes you vindictive. Like, maybe if we can just all accept that, yes, people have bad days and they say bad things and they're not perfect and they could be better, but certainly you're not going to make them better by fucking driving them into a corner, then, maybe, just maybe, we would be in a position that's less sucky. That would be lovely, wouldn't it? Well, this isn't good. Are we going to lose someone? Oh, thankfully we didn't. Okay, sweet. Bunch of scrap for nothing. Can't complain. Do we have enough for a full shield upgrade at this point? Because I think we're getting to the point where we need it. We still have no shield operator. That's the worst thing about this. So that's what? 50 and then 2 power bars. So it's another 50. We can maybe do it for the time being, and then we can get 1 more power bar. I can, like, turn my stun bomb off and just have the shield, so... that seems fine. So, you know, in answer to Chobler in the chat, I think you can... the problem is, right, if you want to express a counter-opinion about a product, that's cool, that's great, but that wasn't the way to do it. What I noticed in that thread, and obviously in the threads which popped up in r/games and a couple of the other places as well, is that actually very few people had a legitimate counter-argument to the things that I actually said about the game. Like, when I said, oh, you know, I believe the map is too small, there's not enough to do, no one actually argued that, you know? And I think that really is, because that's actually a very valid point. Oh, I would love to have some of these, but it's not gonna happen. I think it's a valid point. I think it's very important. I don't have a problem with the game being what it is. I have a problem with it just not doing what it was supposed to do well. Oh, intruders, lovely. Okay. Oh, they're rocks as well. That's even worse. Okay. Well, this is just lovely. At least I have a mantis. That will help with the fighting. I don't think there's even any point in trying to starve them out, oxygen-wise. Yeah, I just think we have to... oh, and they're fighting too! Holy shit! I had no idea. They actually are also fighting me as well. That's harsh. Okay. Alright, well, their shields are going to go down probably from this. Thankfully, we have 2 layers of shields. Otherwise, we would be in serious trouble here. This is actually a fairly nasty setup. And we're losing the fight against the rocks, which is even worse. Let's turn the oxygen off. Let's see if we can just go and get them to fight in the med bay. They'll probably try and destroy our cannon first. Yep, that's going to happen. We could maybe stun bomb our own ship, but I need the power to keep the shields up. Uh-oh, fire. Not brilliant. I think we need to actually immediately try and put that out. We can oxygen starve them while they're there. Just reduce their health a little bit more. I think we just fully oxygen starve the entire back section of the ship at this point. And then maybe try and kill them that way. Mantis is going to go to the med bay again. Yeah, I mean, I agree with what's said in the chat. It's like, look, the fact of the matter is most people are terrible at arguing, and if they weren't, then they would have my job. It's just kind of irritating. Like, I actually have a fairly optimistic view of the viewers in general, and I'm always very disappointed when it turns out that actually, like, the viewers are just kind of like all the other people online, and they all sort of do the same kind of thing when it comes to, and this is getting really bad, when it comes to not dealing well with the whole idea of critiquing stuff that they like. That's pretty bad fire, but we can extinguish that, actually, I think, without dying, so there we go. Fire's extinguished, and O2's back online. We just need to make sure it's powered. Shields are offline, which means we're taking fucking hull damage. What knocked the shields off? Oh yeah, that. We need to get out of here. We need to jump. But if I jump to an area where I'm going to be under attack, I'm going to be in serious trouble. Oh, my FTL's not charged. Shit. Okay. We actually just have to, like, bum rush the shield generator and repair it before we lose too much. We could actually just die to asteroids. GG! Oh, I love FTL. Oh, man. Okay, I am going to wrap it up for the time being, guys. Do remember, if you already have FTL, the advanced thing is a free DLC, and it's downloaded automatically. Make sure you turn it on when you click New Game. There's a little toggle for it. Died to fucking rocks. Ah, I love this game. And again, it's great on iPad as well. I'm actually playing it on iPad, and it's just as enjoyable. I think you have to pause maybe a little bit more because it's a little bit fiddlier, but not by much. It's actually kind of great. Obviously, the disadvantage of that is you can't download mods for it, but the iPad version is really awesome. So if you're looking for something portable, then I definitely wouldn't play it on an iPhone. I don't even know if you can. I think it might just be iPad exclusive. It would be far too small and fiddly, but yeah, the iPad version is really good. So, you know, if you want to support good mobile games, then that would be the way to do it. Great. I'm leaving now. Thanks very much for watching. The two videos that are up today are WCF is Age of Wonders 3, which is fairly in-depth and has penguins in it, and Steam Sales Desert Thunder, which, stay till the end, trust me. I'll see you next time.